and welcome back to Dreaming Maxi Style. I'm Robin,
I'm Jeffrey.
and we are talking about our Disney bucket list tonight. And we also have a trip announcement.
Are we going somewhere?
We are.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
When?
Very soon.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't wait to find out.
So, first of all, we're going to start off with our bucket list for Disney. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is our Disney parks bucket list. So the Disney parks are in California, Florida, Paris, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. So, what is on your Disney parks bucket list?
Oh, Paris. Always.
Paris?
Paris is my number one.
Paris is actually my number one too. I have a friend who's been there a couple of times and she really likes it. And I've heard that they have the best Big Thunder Mountain. So I would love to do that one. I would also love to go to Tokyo.
Tokyo, for me, Tokyo is definitely a dream also. I mean, and it's not just, for me, it's not just the theme park. For me, it would be an all-around experience to go to Tokyo.
I totally agree. I know a lot of vloggers for the 40th anniversary actually went to Tokyo, Disneyland, and Tokyo Seas. And it's such a neat area, and the snacks are out of this world. So it's a really neat idea of a place to go. Definitely top on the list. So now that we've talked about the parks, let's talk about the resorts, and there's plenty of them. So I gotta say, we've never had the opportunity to stay at a Disneyland resort. All three of them are on my list: the new Pixar Place, Grand Californian, and Disneyland Hotel. But you have so many resorts at Walt Disney World too, you can't just say, oh, my top three are Disneyland. So for me, my top two at Disneyland are the Disneyland Hotel and the Grand Californian. What are your top two at Disneyland?
Pixar Pier.
Pixar Place.
Sorry.
It just opened.
It
just changed and reopened. So
okay.
yeah.
Pixar Place, and is it Grand California? Is that the one that's has an entrance to DCA?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Nice.
I think that would be my best.
Okay. So now, what are your top three at Disney World for where you'd like to stay?
I would probably say Riviera, number one. Well, pretty close to being number one. They have such an amazing property. The pool is amazing. I've never swam there, but I walked by it. They have an amazing. I mean, when we're staying nearby, we actually like going over there for their quick service.
If you ever stay at Caribbean Beach and you are in the areas that are closer to the Riviera, going over to Prima Piatto is an amazing option for breakfast. That's what we ended up doing last time we stayed at Caribbean Beach. I think every single day we walked over to the Riviera and had breakfast there, and it was chef's kiss. It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely amazing. Other than that, Boardwalk. Or is it Boardwalk?
Mm-hmm.
And then Beach Club.
Okay.
Those are definitely my. Boardwalk just seems like such a fun place to stay. I mean, we've walked through there. We walked along the boardwalk, and it reminds me of like a movie, a series from a few years ago called Boardwalk Empire. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, it's the same Same idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same idea.
Yeah.
And it just really reminds me of that movie, and I feel like I'm in that movie
Hmm.
as you're walking down there.
Yeah.
So I'm a movie geek. So
So my top three are a little bit different, and I actually have a moderate on my list. So
well, I have classy taste. So
there's that. Um, you have expensive taste.
expensive
So,
taste, aka
um,
classy.
my number one of where I would love to stay is Beach and Yacht Club. That's my number one. My number two is actually the Polynesian. I would love to stay at the Poly. Of all of the monorail resorts, the Poly is actually my number one. I would love to stay there. Um, and then my number three is my number three. I'm actually tied because I'm tied between Wilderness Lodge and actually Port Orleans French Quarter.
Beignets.
Beignets got me.
Beignets got her.
Yeah, it's what it is. So if you don't know, at the Port Orleans French Quarter, not at Riverside, because I made that mistake. They actually have the Scat Cat Club, and they have a beignets restaurant where you can get all kinds of beignets. You can get boozy beignets, you can get regular beignets, you can get beignets with dipping sauces, and you can get beignets in like an ice cream sundae thing, which if you're doing it that way, I don't know. But yeah, I think those are my top, well, technically my top four, I guess you would say. So, but we have a pretty good list.
Yeah.
So, Riviera is on there for me too, but it's a little bit lower down the list. We love Riviera, but I also am fine with staying at Caribbean Beach and just going over and enjoying the amenities of the Riviera. Okay, so now let's talk about bucket list restaurants. Go for it.
Um, I'm gonna stay with the animal theme here. I'm gonna stay with Animal Kingdom Lodge, Boma.
Mm-hmm.
Um, looks amazing. I've seen reviews. Everything just looks delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Animal Kingdom, the park, Tiffin's.
Mm-hmm. Tiffin's looks really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good. I just learned about Tiffin's recently, so now I'm just like, okay, I gotta go at some point.
So we're huge fans of Nomad Lounge, and Tiffin's is actually attached to Nomad Lounge. So Nomad Lounge, if you're not aware, you can get the most fresh and amazing churros. They usually come with two dipping sauces, but they are the best churros in Walt Disney World because they're fresh. This is the only place you can get fresh churros in Walt Disney World. Disneyland, you can get them fresh all day long from every single cart. Disney World, totally different. So yeah, two really good choices.
Yeah, and what's funny about it is I just learned about Tiffin's, but I've been inside of Tiffin's
Mm-hmm.
numerous
Yeah.
times because it's connected to No Man Lounge, and if you had to go use the facilities there, to say nice, you had to go to Tiffin's,
Yep.
but
Mm-hmm.
I never connected the dots, so.
Yeah. So my list. So I have probably four restaurants. So we've been really lucky with the restaurants that we've gone to, both in the parks, at resorts, and also in Disney Springs. And if you look at our first trip to Walt Disney World video, the first part one, you'll hear about so many of the restaurants that we went to. But I really have to say that Topolino's is on the top of my list. Boma is on the top of my list. And California Grill.
Really.
Yeah, are those are kind of my top three
Hmm.
right now. So super exciting. Like they all have kind of different menus. Topolino's is kind of like an Italian steakhouse. Boma is kind of another steakhouse, but like very much African flavors. And then California Grill is kind of switching it up a little bit. It's steakhouse slash sushi slash, a little bit of everything. So yeah, those are my top three, which is kind of fun. So before we tell you about our upcoming trip, we're going to throw one more in there, and it's going to be bucket list souvenir. So we're both collectors. I have a wall of ears. Jeffrey has an entire Toy Story collection, plus tons of hats. But what is your bucket list?
And
your shirts.
And my shirts.
And your shirts. He is a huge fan of Roosevelt shirts. And then also some of the Disney button-down shirts. As you can see, he is wearing some Oswald tonight. So, all right. So what is your bucket list souvenir?
Just gonna describe it. It's the Art of Disney store. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And it's the black and white picture of Walt and Mickey, holding hands, walking towards the castle.
Nice. Very cool.
Don't think I'll ever afford that one, unless it's a print.
Yeah, unless it's a copy. I want to say mine is actually from the Crystal Shop. And I would love, so my favorite Disney princess is actually Aurora. It's kind of a cross between Aurora and Merida, but there was always something for me about Aurora. Even though, yes, she is the only prince, she only has like 20 minutes of screen time in the movie and whatever. But I always loved Sleeping Beauty. I loved the three fairies. I loved all of it. But I remember the last time we took the kids to Disneyland, and in the Crystal Shop, they had it was a glass rendering of Aurora dancing with the owl with the prince's cape. And it was just so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. Way too much money that I could ever afford. But it was beautiful, and I would love to have a piece like that. I think it would be amazing.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
At some point, we will share some more collections with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, those are coming. Okay, so now it's time for a trip announcement. So, are you ready?
Yes. Where are we going?
Okay.
Are we going to Paris?
No, I wish. We are going to Florida.
Okay.
So Jeffrey's cousin is actually getting married in Southern Florida. His fiance is from that area. So we are actually going out there, and we're going to be out there for a week. So, of course, we're going to do all the fun stuff. We're going to hit up Universal. We're going to Disney. So let's talk a little bit about our trip. So we are starting the vacation, I guess you would call it, off with going to a wedding. So we will be vlogging our travel day. We probably won't vlog very much about the time with the wedding, but we'll definitely vlog our travel day. When we get down there, we're taking our son out to a seafood restaurant because he loves seafood. While my mother-in-law takes his grandma to the rehearsal dinner. We won't vlog the wedding, but then the day after the wedding, we're going to be in Disney Springs. And then we have 2 days at Universal. And we are on Disney property for technically 4 days. But we're only in the parks for 2 days. So we're staying at Loews Royal Pacific at Universal. So it is a premier hotel according to the Universal guidelines. I believe they have premier, preferred, and value. So this is the top tier. This is actually the tier where you get the free unlimited express pass with your stay for the day you check in and the day you check out. So this is really exciting.
Isn't that the reason we did it?
It is exactly the reason we did it, because the unlimited express pass can cost anywhere from $90 up to $160 a day. So, and that's per person. That's not for like the two of us total. So when you think about it, roughly I think for when we're going, it's like 120 a day. So that alone is $240 each day for the two of us. So that's 440,
Yeah.
480. I'm not good at math on the fly, people. It's okay. Even though I work for accountants, I'm not good with the math. I need a calculator. But so, and you basically add $100 on there, and that was the cost of our hotel. Plus, we're within a 5-minute walking distance of the park. So we're very, very excited about this. It's totally worth it when we ran the numbers. And yeah, so that's going to be super exciting. First trip to Universal Studios Orlando, Islands of Adventure Orlando, like
Ever.
Like, so we're super duper excited. We've seen tons of vlogs about it. I have friends who are annual pass holders. But we've never had the opportunity to do this. So it's super duper exciting.
And we are both, I mean, we love Disney.
Yes.
But we are both Harry Potter crazy nuts and
Jurassic
Park
crazy nuts.
and me personally, I'm a Fast and Furious. I love cars, you know. So all of these movies I can get behind. I mean, there's stuff that, you know, I like watching the good old Minion skit, but you know, other than that, that's about it.
So they've got some of the things that we're really looking forward to. Obviously, are Jurassic Park, Harry Potter IPs, Fast and Furious IP, Mummy, the Bourne Sun show that they have.
I love that.
So there's a lot of things that we're really, really excited about to see.
Butterbeer.
He wants some butterbeer. I'm excited to try. I've never tried it before.
Me neither.
So obviously since we've never been. So super duper excited for all of that. Then we head over to Disney and we are staying at our original hotel that we got to stay at, Pop Century. So we're really excited for that. We are going to be park hopping all over the place. We are going to be there for the first day of Flower and Garden Festival, which is going to be so exciting and crazy. But we have a little secret. So we're actually also doing one night at a deluxe resort. And if you were listening earlier, you'll figure it out because it's on both of our bucket lists. So we are going to be vlogging all of this and can't wait to share it with you guys. And we hope you enjoy. So we're super duper excited. We're just a couple days away. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Disney Springs, some amazing restaurants that we have never been to before, and some that we've been to and we've just been there at a different time of day.
Right?
I think that's the best way to put it. So we're looking forward to that. So thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. Like and subscribe and keep following along for our next series. And I'm ready to go to Disney.
Me too. Let's go.
And Universal.
Can we go tonight?
No, we have to wait a few days.
A few days?
Like
1, 2.
Like 2.
2 days?
Maybe. 3?
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that.
I guess I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, unfortunately, me too. But we'll be in sunny Florida soon enough, celebrating his cousin and then having a little bit of a vacation for us. So we're super duper excited. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to keep up with the series that we have. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Yay.
Bye.